Have you ever heard your child say why, what, when for the 100th time? And you're like, what is going on? What's with all these questions? Well, those are not just any random questions, but that is the beginning of critical thinking. In our world, which is ever so evolving, growing, asking so many questions, building the skill of critical thinking in our children is so important. Hi everyone, it's me Munira, and today let me give you 4 tips how you can build this amazing skill in your children. Okay, so now let's just understand what is critical thinking. You may think, is it something complicated? Isn't it just for the older children? Well, no, it's not. This skill you can build in your youngest children. Let me explain you simply what is critical thinking. It is the ability to ask questions, understand cause and effect, experience new things around you, and most importantly, it is the ability which tells you just not what to think, but how to think. And you know what? Your little children's brain are literally like clay. Whatever exposure you give them, it shapes their young minds within this period. Okay, so now let me tell you, why does critical thinking matter? Let's take our own generation example. When we were back at school, all we cared about was rote memorization and getting marks. Now we are in the 21st century and the most important skill for our kids has to be critical thinking. 21st century requires innovators, people who can solve new problems, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing with our children. Today's world is for the people who can think outside the box. People or our babies, even if they learn critical thinking, the most important thing it does for them is they become problem solvers. They are better and in leadership roles. They are the ones who can make cutting edge technology required for our new age, and most importantly, it also helps them handle their relationships better. Okay, now let's quickly move on to the tips. The first one, always ask your children lots of open-ended questions. You'll realize as parents and educators, we ask them very clear-cut questions. For example, if you're reading them a story, oh, did you like the story? That's just very basic. Instead, ask them, hey, what was your favorite part about the story? If you were a part of the story, what would have you done differently? Who was your favorite character and why do you like this character so much? That gives them that time and space to think about these questions. Very important. Always ask open-ended questions whenever possible. Let's move on to the second tip. Trial and error. Let them try. It's okay if they fail. I tell all my Tickle Right parents, whenever your kids are exploring, maybe they're just mixing all the colors and everything becomes big, black, brown, it doesn't end up into something. Or if they're building a tall structure and the structure collapses, kids get very disheartened. So I always tell them that, beta, you're not failing. This is how your brain is growing. Now the third tip, very easy. Let your kids make age-appropriate decisions. If you want them to be critical thinkers, letting them make their own decisions is imperative for their brain growth. Simple things, like say for example, they're going to a party, pick up 2 clothes and tell them, would you like the pink dress or would you like the blue dress? Or if they're going out, you'd be like, hey, we are going for dinner. What would you like today? Would you like to eat Italian or would you like to eat Indian food? So on and so forth. Little age-appropriate decisions that they make, it's fantastic for their brain. Last and the final tip, which I'm very, very big on, and it is literally the fundamental at Tickle Right, cause and effect. Getting them to learn cause and effect. What do I mean? To show them that every action has a reaction. Simplest way to do it, guys, just experiment with them. Every single time the child learns that if I do this, this will happen, it gets the ball rolling in their brain and it is fantastic for their critical thinking abilities. Okay, so now that I've given you all these tips, I hope the next time your child asks you why, what, when for the 100th time, you won't just brush it off, but you're going to lean in and you are going to support the process of critical learning. You know what? This is actually the cornerstone of our Tickle Right methodology. We truly believe in creating that environment which nourishes and encourages an innate love for learning. So if you want to see our Tickle Right methodology in action, you can book of your free orientation session across all our centers. DM us to know more.